Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man, and welcome back to the Straightjacket podcast 352. Nuruddin, how are we, man, on this? You know what? Actually, a warm day today. It's weird. It's
really.
18, 19 degrees today. What's going on, Nuruddin? Is it?
Yeah. You know what? Climate crisis is real.
Yeah, man. It's mad.
Climate crisis is real, man.
Yeah, man. It's not a bad day.
How you doing, Saeed? You good?
Yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain. All good. You know what I'm saying to you. And
United won. United don't win every week.
Yeah.
You got to win. You missed a great win.
Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying to you. And man, it's one of them. It's a bit more calmer. I'll tell you that, man, when United win.
Calmer.
Calmer, yeah, that's it. The group chats are not popping off. You know what I mean? And there's it's not like doomsday every day. You know what I mean? But man, today we're going to be discussing Amorim's 50 games in charge already. Can you believe it? It's already been 50 games for Ruben Amorim. It feels like a little bit longer, but no, than 50 games in charge. We'll also discussing Lisandro Martinez. His return date is apparently going to be soon. And also Harry Maguire, man. Apparently there is no contract going to be given to Harry Maguire, but we'll let Nuruddin decide on that one.
Well, talk to me, Saeed. Is it breaking news?
It's not breaking news, but there are a few rumors out there that apparently Maguire won't be given a new contract, and this will be his final season. Yeah, that's good news. That's good news. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, man, let's talk about it, man. Like 50 games, Ruben Amorim. Before we dissect it all, are you surprised he's got here? He's still here, 50 games. How do you assess it overall before we look at the stats and all the data? You know what I mean? Like when he started from now, 50 games in, bro. Like you already, to be fair, had doubts about him, didn't you? But how do you sum it up, bro? Is there one word to sum it up? His reign, 50 games.
50 games, because the guy didn't want to be here, really, Saeed. If you want the honest truth, the guy didn't want to be here. The guy it's been really difficult for him. He told from the right off that he was almost hoodwinked into coming the time that he came. And that's why with the criticism of him, I try to just look at it and think, he is a 40-year-old coach, you know what I mean? He was a guy who's in his 30s. He had swagger, suave. And now my guy's got grey hairs and looks like he's having a mental breakdown. On the side of on the touchline. So it's been he's been put in a difficult situation. And he's threatened to quit 3 times. I've never seen that at Manchester United, but you know what I mean? There's always something new in it. We're always breaking new records. He's broken every record there has ever been. The worst, because we used to think the records were Ollie was breaking. We used to think that Ten Hag was really bad breaking records. We even thought Jose, by not winning many games, was breaking records in terms of the amount of draws that we've got and the draws football we used to see. But I find it really difficult in terms of his reign to say anything really positive, Saeed. If you want the honest truth, it's very difficult to point at one thing I can throw my hat at and go, this is the positive thing about Ruben Amorim. No, there isn't. There isn't. And I'm not gonna lie, you know me, Saeed. I'm far too honest. People tell me all the time, you're too honest to be on YouTube. You shouldn't do YouTube because you're not good at it because you're too honest. But I'm like, well, somebody's got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be honest.
People, yeah,
somebody's got to be honest, so and that's why I'm being shadow banned as well by YouTube. So it is what it is. People don't like talking about things that matter, bro, but it is what it is. So if I look it up, if I sum up these 50th, I think he's got the worst record of any Manchester United coach in the history of Manchester United. And we've been relegated, Saeed. So don't mind that. We've been relegated. And actually, in the 70s, when we got relegated, it was only 2 points for a win. It wasn't 3. So actually, where we finished last season
would have been relegated.
Would have been. It's a lot worse than the team that went down statistically. If you look at the points that Manchester United had in the 1970s. Well, I don't want to go if but on this, if but so the answer was my own, that kind of business. But it's been dreadful. It's been dreadful. But do I solely blame it on him? No, I don't. I blame Ineos.
Yeah.
I never thought Glazers, what they've done to this football club, would ever be outdone. Ineos came in and Jim came in and went,
hold my beer. Yeah, hold my water. Hold my water.
Hold the water. Hold the beer. Hold everything. Hold everything. And this is on the Ineos reign. Manchester United finish. I will never forget that. And for all the clowns that wanted Ineos. You know where you are, people. It took you to 15th.
To realize,
you're telling me what you're telling me. You know what I mean? So it's, It's...
Let's go through the stats then. Let's go through his actual reign. This is his... this is it, Norden. This is it. 50 games, 20 wins, 9 draws, 21 losses. Gives him a win percentage of 40% as Manchester United manager, Norden. 20 wins, 9 draws, and 21 losses. So for every win, there's been a loss, Norden. You know what I mean? That's you kind of have to characterize it like that, really. Because it has been that kind of record. For every win, there's a loss. You know what I mean? This is it, guys, man. Is this good enough when you actually deep it, chat, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this even sustainable? Is it like, you can't even like analyze it for what it is, because it's like, there's no consistency from Ruben Amorim throughout his whole reign at Man United. He's never gone back-to-back games, in terms of results. He hasn't done what Liverpool have done. I don't think he's lost 3 in a row, Nuruddin. I could be wrong, Nuruddin. I don't know if you have to you have to remind me. Has he gone 3 losses in a row, though? So, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's done what Arnie Slot and them man have done. You get me? Hey, we'll talk about them a little bit later. But, yeah, it's not good enough, man. This for me, is shocking and really and truly. I don't know, bro. I don't know what I mean, like, how is he lost 4 in a row? I don't think he's lost 4 in a row. We would have known about that lost 4 in a row. But yeah, man, Nuruddin, 40% win rate, man, as Man United manager. Let's go from the start, Nuruddin. So he came in, right? And I remember when he came in, he said, "Oh, we're gonna suffer a little bit, and in 1 year's time, we'll be better for it." Do you remember that interview, Nuruddin? Do you remember that interview? Nuruddin, do you remember it? You're on mute, I think. You're on mute, I think.
Sorry, 100%. Yeah, I remember. I never forget that.
You remember that interview though, when he said we're going to suffer a little bit and then we'll be back. We'll be better in 1 year's time. Now, that interview that day, Nuruddin, yeah. What did you gather from that? That was our first game until now. What do you make of that? Like in terms of like the difference from that year to now? You know what I mean? Is there almost like did he lie to us? Was it a case of he realized, yo, man, it's one of them where he probably underestimated the league? Where do you look at it from where he started to now, to right now?
He's overwhelmed, out of his depth.
Yeah.
Rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about last season, I can't just blame it on him because he literally came out and said in the press conference, it was the club and me decided that we're going to focus on the Europa League and get rid of the and forget the Premier League. So at the end of the day, I don't blame him. I don't think he is solely responsible for everything. By the way, he is the first ever head coach we've ever employed. So that marks him different than all the other. We always hired managers, Saeed, but he's the first ever first team coach. Amorim is the first guy who's the head coach, because Manchester United have never had a football structure in terms of what it is, in terms of having a director of football, sports director, having head of recruitment, doing all of that. So he's the first head of coach that we've had, and I don't think it's his fault. So that's why when people try to separate him and Ineos, you can never separate him from Ineos.
No.
Never, because they work in hand, and all of the decision making is done together because he's not a manager. Like managers are a bit distant from the CEO or from from the board, but him and the board decide. They have a meeting every day. Jason Wilcox is based in so is Omar Barada, I'm finding out. Omar Barada's got an office. Jim's even got an office in the training ground.
Yeah.
So there are offices. There are offices for the senior board members in the training ground, and they can pull him into a meeting anytime, any given time. That's never been done before. Fergie kept it separate. All the other, Ron Atkinson was separate. When in the 1970s, when we were going through bad stuff, Sir Matt Busby had an actual office at Old Trafford.
That's my guy. Where's my guy? Bring him back. My neighbor.
Yeah, that's your neighbor. That's his neighbor there. Yeah,
my guy.
Big up to your neighbor. So we have to make the distinction: is that he is the Ineos guy, Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox, regardless how they try to distance away from them. He is their guy, and he is.
Can I play the video, though? Can I play the video? This is the video, right? This is what he said. First game.
But we have two ways, or we forget about the new idea, and I think that's why I was here. I was brought here in the middle of the season, and we try to cope with the things that I used to do it, and next year in the same stage we'll be here with the same problems. Or we start now, we risk a little bit, we suffer a little bit, and in the next year we will be better at this point. So we have to risk it a little bit. And they are thinking too much because we are changing too much with 2 trainings without space to improve in training.
So, you know what I mean? We're 50 games away. We're probably a year, a bit left, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, have we changed, though? That's the thing, though, man. You know what I mean? Have we changed? A year, bro. A whole year is nearly upon us. I think it's like 3 weeks left, bro. You know what I mean? The only thing that's changed, like Nuruddin said, he's got more greys. and you know what I mean. He looks a bit more stressed. You know what I mean? Like, so when you look at it from that point of view, Musa, man, like 50 games in, like, were we lied to, man? Or did he realize, or to give him benefit of doubt, has he realized, yo, the job is a big job, man? Maybe he thought it could change so much, and then he's had to realize, yo, man, it's not looking the way I wanted it to, Musa.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I ain't got a clue. The guy's crap. He just can't do his job. It is what it is. He just got to accept it. But remember what I always say to you is that sometimes you're ill prepared for something that what do they say? Most people that drown are great swimmers. And that's because sometimes they get themselves in situations where they're trying to save others and they get pulled under. Ineos have pulled him under. You just got to accept it. And that's the problem with him, because he's coming to United at a time where he should never have took the job. And this is what we were saying the other day. Do we even want a manager to come in right now? If we think it's hard, you know, side, because in my head I was thinking the other day when I said to you, I wouldn't want a manager to come in right now because the situation is very similar to how it was under Eric Ten Hag, where United are 5 points.
If you can, the
playing up, yeah,
they're playing up, a little bit. Yeah, come back in. But yeah, no, I agree. I agree with Musa, man. I think maybe Ineos have played him, you know, Nuruddin, you know, like they've told him, like, yo, man, this is what you're gonna do. You can bring your ideas in now, but he's realized, yo, man, that ain't sustainable right now, you know. And now when you look at it, I don't know if you've seen it, but we were playing long ball on against Sunderland. You know what I mean? Long ball FC. So
I saw that with
really and truly, is that the final form of?
We played 5-4-1.
Yeah. It was definitely not a 3-4-3 kind of formation from what we used to. It was a difference.
Defensively, we pressed in a 4-4-2.
Yes.
And then we played a lot of long balls. But Saeed, I made a video yesterday and I talked about it, people. Saeed also, I'm premiering the video, so let when it's done, send them my way. Yeah. 100%. But I'll say it now, Saeed. I'll say it simple. I'll put it simply. Yesterday I did the video and I asked, is this sustainable or is it survival? Because I watched your video and I was like, interesting. Is this survival football? You know, because your match reaction was that Amorim has survived. And that's where I actually took the inspiration. I was like, yes, he's right. He survived for now. But can survival football be sustainable? No. I have never seen a coach or any place has ever played survival football and sustained it for it to be successful. So, you know, we saw it. We saw what we did. Sunderland didn't know what hit them. They took off a dinger. 36 minutes, sat halfway line. I sat in the halfway line and I watched the game. I wasn't tactically, I couldn't see. I wasn't high up, so I couldn't see the shape, but I can definitely see that we played mid to low block, and then we started to fight for the second balls. So players played more centrally in. Mason Mount dropping into midfield, helping out Casemiro and Mbeumo as well. Both Mbeumo and Mount were dropping into the middle to help fight for the second ball. But as I asked in the question yesterday, there are better teams in the Premier League. I can count over 10, 15 teams in the Premier League that are better than us at winning the second ball back.
Yeah, 100%.
So we might have done it. We might have shocked Sunderland. You know, we've shocked them, right? We might have shocked them, especially on the right-hand side. That's why Adingra was it Adingra? Former Brighton player.
Adingra. Yeah.
He was taken off, and then they changed the shape because we were battering them on the right-hand side. We were absolutely battering them on with Ahmad. And by the way, that's Ahmad's best game by an absolute mile.
Absolutely, I agree. And
people were still saying that he was horrendous, but that's just
no. Mbeumo was horrendous, not Ahmad. Ahmad was good.
But anyway, Mbeumo's horrendous, and he got an assist. Actually, he set up the goal.
The right-hand side was the most dangerous side of the game.
It was the most dangerous side. Yeah, it was the most dangerous side. I mean, Mason Mount scored and disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a coffee and a Stretford.
He's off the ball, man. He helps back, goes into a free.
He did.
Yeah.
No, he did. I say that side. I'm not his biggest fan, but I had to give it to him. If you see my match reaction,
Yeah, he did
I
well.
was like, Mason Mount, he did well. But we might have don't do that. But for me, this gimmick of thinking that we're gonna win ball back, we have the least physical players on the football pitch. We got Casemiro who slides in from about 30 yards. You know what I mean? Like, you know what Casemiro is? Casemiro is Del Boy Trotter. What was that called? A three-wheeler. That's what he is. He's driving a three-wheeler, mate. Only fools and horses, little car. You know that three-wheeler.
Yeah.
He doesn't come like he's got a horseback and it's coming at him. It looks like a tricycle. You know what I mean? Three-wheeler tricycle. That's how much he slides. And Bruno's not physical at all. But Mason Mount, he's got a bit of intensity, tenacity, right? You can do that only for so much, though. How long would that last? That's the question. But happy with a win.
Yeah.
I think majority of the only, I want to repeat for the people, after the 70th minute, the Amorim song came on.
I know.
It was after 70 minutes. It was after 70 minutes. It wasn't at the beginning. And the best thing about the whole game was Sonny Lamin's performance. But I'm not getting giddy. I'm not setting him to fail. I think he came and did put better stability. Yeah. I think he needs to time. It's still better timing when to come out, clear the ball, and play a bit more sweeper keeper. But everything else he did, he claimed the ball. He did everything. Yeah, the reliant Robin. That's what that's what Casemiro is. He's a reliant Robin because that's like a three-wheel car. He slides in. So we know he's going to get yellow cards. We know that he's not up to the physicality. And again, people were Sunderland. If they had better quality, they could have been at the back three.
No, I agree.
I agree. So we have to be grateful that if the guy didn't score that, if Traore should have scored that, I mean, Diego Dalot and Luke Shaw. Yallah, Rabbi.
Yeah.
That defending,
I want to discuss.
Defending was crazy. So I personally believe, looking at the game, happy to win, happy for the 3 point. Lamins was a plus. Mount was a plus. Sesko was a plus. But other than that, I don't want to read too much into it because I just think overall football is sustainable.
Going back to Ruben Amorim and the 50 games, right? So in terms of goals scored versus goals conceded, how much do you reckon there is a difference by goals scored and goals conceded?
How many goals we've scored to how many goals we've conceded? I think we've conceded more than we've scored. I reckon that we've conceded more.
About 10, 15.
So we've scored 78 goals, conceded 76 goals.
Mad. We're in trouble, guys. Listen, let's see. Amorim's done. The Amorim thing's done, guys. I just feel, look, he beats teams that are promoted already.
Can you split that stat up?
Yes, all competitions. All competitions.
What about in the Premier League? I would love to know in the Premier League.
League's different because Premier League will be in the minuses.
Yeah.
That's
why I was shocked. Because the Premier League is a disaster.
That's not Premier League. That's all competitions. Because we're talking about.
But there's nothing. But what we doing, like we know Amorim. We know. Listen, Saeed. Amorim's win again is against one of those promoted clubs. Amorim loves to think he's the big guy against 10 players when someone gets sent off. Amorim goes to the big sides or to the mid-table sides and he struggles. Like Noradine said, there's a load of other teams who are better at winning their second ball. But the reality is there's just a load of other teams who are more comfortable in their style of play and what they want to do. So even when you look at the goalkeeper, as much as we were onto Onana, the point still stands. Statistically, he was just like any other Premier League goalkeeper. He wasn't at the bottom. He wasn't amongst the top 3, top 4. They're the elite goalkeepers, the Alice, whatever. But he was just an average mid-table Premier League goalkeeper in his stats. But obviously the eye test tells us different. We know what we saw and we know some of the howlers that he did. So for me to get a goalkeeper that comes in and is Premier League level right now is not that difficult because there's not a lot of great goalkeepers. So the fact Lemons came in and done his job, we all knew he was going to do his job if he could just do the basics. He didn't need like this. If he comes and plays against the big boys, he's going to have a howler. And listen, goalkeepers are having howlers week in, week out. Big goal, like football, it is what it is, and it's the Premier. You're going to concede, you're going to win, you're going to lose. The difference is with United is that our manager's been here coming up to a year, and he still isn't able to deliver what he wants to deliver. He comes out and tells us, well, I told him something. He's like, you know what? I told him something in training, but I'm not guaranteeing you they're going to do it this weekend, lads. He comes out and says crap like that in front of the newspaper. In front of the media. They'll ask him, do you think that, United can win a game, or, they can implement what you're doing? I'm not too sure, I'm not too. This is madness. And this is why I say it's like Amorim is just out of his depth. And I would love for Amorim to, just rob a living for the rest of the season and somehow find us into the top 5. I would love it. As much as I'll complain and I'll be, if you told me right now, Man United finish top 5, just keep Amorim, I'll take it. As long as you sack him at the end of the season. Because I don't want another manager to come in really, and then there's this excuse of, it's not his players. He came in halfway through. The team was... I don't need to hear that crap. I just want us to finish in a European spot so we got something to build off. But at the same time, I'm not going to be on this Amorim out just to make a point. If Amorim can somehow get some wins together, can we beat Liverpool and go 2 points behind them? Is that possible? Can we do it? Because as soon as if we beat Liverpool and we go 2 points behind, they will definitely start singing his name and talking about the season's change. But we know how quick Liverpool can then pick up another 6-7 point gap very easily in the next couple of games after that. But I would just love for Amorim to somehow stick in there, get us top 5. Even if it's top 6, I'll take it right now. I'll take a Europa League spot right now, as long as I know he leaves and we bring in a manager in the summer and we move forward. What I won't take is not being in a European spot. I'm not going to take that. I'm not having that. Because
I can't see this team finishing in a European spot. I can't. I'm sorry.
You can't see that,
there's nothing in the data that shows
in this league. This league, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This year, anything's possible, man. When you deep it.
This is what I'm saying. My thing is, if Amorim was to win,
I'm seeing teams losing unluckily, not because of the football they're playing. I'm seeing teams who are playing really good football, and the results are not coming for them. But the good performances.
I mean, if you get 2-3 wins, Jordan, if you get 2-3 wins in this league, you're in the title race. All of a sudden, you're in the top 4 reckoning. Now, don't you can shake all you want, man. The league is not as good as you lot are saying.
I agree.
Man.
If someone would have told you lot that if Amorim beats Liverpool, he's 2 points behind them, who would have believed that?
Who would have believed that?
Yeah, because it's early season, isn't it?
I get it. It's early season.
It's early, but that's going to be what, 7 games in or 8 games? How many games is that in? 7 games?
It will be 8.
7? Was it 7?
No, we've got 7 now. We've got 7 now.
So that's 8 games in. That's close to his 10. The magic 10 everyone spoke about. That's close to that magic 10. So, you know what I'm saying? So if Amorim gets to that magic 10 and he's 4 points off the top of the league, what are we saying then? You know what I'm saying? And this is why.
Amorim is, we are 6 points behind Arsenal, but also 6 points behind relegation zone. So this is a fine line, man. This is where, guys.
That was us last year, though. That was us all last year, We're finished.
Sure, when you actually deep here, last year we were only like 3 or 4 results away from top 4, like really and truly. But then we were also 3 or 4 results from being relegated.
And this is why it hurts so much that this guy can't do back to back.
Under Ten Hag. We were saying this under Ten Hag. When we were in 8th, we were
not as bad though. But I think this is why it hurts so much that Amorim can't. I would accept win 2 back-to-back, have a loss, have a draw, win 2 back-to-back. But the fact we can't do the 2 back, that's what kills us off. That's what doesn't allow us to have any level of momentum. This guy, listen, Saeed, I'll break my phone right now. How the heck have we not won back-to-back games yet?
That's what I'm saying. So you guys telling me in both sentences that Manchester United have not won 2 league games back-to-back for a year, But we're gonna finish in the top 3, 4, top 5.
No, we haven't said that. I'm saying to you, if
What?
United,
was saying that and you agree with
No,
him?
I said I would love for him to scam. I use the word scam. He has to scam it because we know that we don't deserve it. There has to be a
We
scam.
just won 3 games in a row since what? Since a year ago, something like that.
No, not top 3. I'm not saying top 3. I'm saying to you, the league is lying to everyone. The quality of the league is lying to everyone. Teams can beat each other now, yeah? That's one thing.
You see what Newcastle's doing? 4-0 in Champions League. Man United in Champions League.
Unai Emery, yeah, I'm telling you, to you, Unai Emery was apparently getting sacked 2 weeks ago. He's just won back to back games now, and we're 1 point behind him. We're 1 point behind him. So are Man United making progress, or is the league just a bad league in terms of we overgas and say, oh yeah, cool, whatever. Quality, it's an entertaining league. It's not the most unbelievable league in terms of quality and passing and whatever, but it's entertaining. The Premier League,
Tony Pooler's football league. That's what it is. Tony.
Yeah, well, let's get involved. Yeah. Let's get involved in this Tony. Let's get involved in that football. Defend for your life.
And we have won 3 in a row at home. Yeah, our home record is actually quite good this year.
Yeah, in a year. That record is about a year. First time in a year or something.
First time in a year, yeah. That's one thing, you know what, he's done this year.
And who did he win against? Who did he win against?
I'm not saying that to make progress.
No. Let's give the context. Let's give the context. Amorim's record against promoted teams or relegated teams still stands by. And we had to scam it. If you look at Amorim in the last so many games, we either beat 10 men.
I know, because someone bring that record, by the way. I think you're right. You're right.
Either we play 10 men or play against promoted or relegated teams. Potential relegation fodder. It is what it is, people. But we've not even won 2 in a row, and Moosa's telling me we might finish 5th. We've not won 2 in a row for a year.
And I dream. I got 2 weeks to dream until Liverpool come and wake me up out of my dream. I got 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think his record, right? I think it's out of the wins, yeah. If you discard Man City, Everton, Fulham, and who else is it? And Chelsea, maybe. No, Fulham, yeah. Everton, Fulham, and Man City. They're the 3 wins versus the teams that are not promoted. Am I right or wrong? Or is there one more? Maybe Aston Villa. Aston Villa as well.
Yeah. But that was a red card. So
I can't add that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 4. Is it 4 then? 4 there. In terms of red card, there's the Villa one and then the Chelsea one. That's 6, right? That's 6 I'm mentioning now. Yeah. And then obviously the rest of them are 5 against promoted teams. But that's the
other red cards were, remember the other red cards were Europa League. I think it was it Lyon, Athletic Club?
Yeah, Lyon, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple of penalties in that. Listen, the stat is still there in it. Like the red card's a red card in it. Like we don't make red cards. Now you can't. You know what I mean? Like, if the team gets a red card, it's not our fault though, is it? Really?
No. But somebody told me.
No, but that's when we start thinking we're like all the sign, like we're the big guys and all of that. We start bopping the ball around the park. And then as soon as they give us a bloody nose with a goal, we start shaking again. We're like, oops.
No, sir. Somebody told me today that if Bruno would have scored these 2 penalties, one against Fulham and one against Brentford, maybe we would be like 3rd or 4th. Like that.
You'd be the tyrant.
We'll be in a tyrant.
If United got a draw against Arsenal, they beat Fulham, and they listen. I'm not going to look at Man City and Brentford. We got beat convincingly there. I think for me anyway. Like when I look at it, we got beat convincingly. Whether you like it or not, the penalty.
No, but still, the Brentford game. See the Brentford game when that penalty was given, it was changing. Momentum was changing at that stage.
It was changing momentum, but then you could argue that Brentford missed 3-4 sitters before that. They did miss sitters, bro. So I hear that in that aspect, yeah. But I'm gonna give the Arsenal game. We should have got a result out of that. Fulham game definitely should have got a result out of that one. Who else is there that United maybe you could argue could do better? I think that's it, really.
Yeah.
Is that it?
But Saeed, big up Zayed Khan. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, it is coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? It is. You know what I mean? It is, bro. Like, I think even Liverpool, though, you can do coulda, woulda, shoulda with Liverpool. If Liverpool don't get that penalty late on, which, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, bro. Bournemouth really should have been there. They shouldn't have won that game against Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth should
even Newcastle game with the red card.
They got lucky there. So You could argue that Liverpool could have won.
Yeah, Liverpool could be fighting for their lives right now. I'm not even going to lie to you.
See what I mean, bro? But the problem is, though, the problem with our record is that Liverpool's is almost like it's a I don't know what the word is, a purple patch they're going through right now. They'll get back eventually to what they're known to do, man. Like, whether we like it, Liverpool are not going to stay there like that in terms of that.
No, I agree with you, but I think he's changed a lot of players this season. And I feel like I think the similarities that United and Liverpool have is that both our form hasn't been great. I feel like we've actually played well in certain games, especially like the Arsenal game, Fulham game, like you mentioned there, where we should have got more out of it, where Liverpool have really, like, based on form alone, they haven't played that well. Then they're a shadow of the team they were before. And I feel like with the amount of changes, Mo Salah getting on, I feel like that meme that I sent in is that now the memory reflex of Klopp has disappeared.
Yeah, of course.
They're doing the Harlem Shake. It's peak for them.
No, but what I'm trying to say, like, I think for me, when you look at Man United, I'm not saying Man United. The problem with Man United, the difference with Man United, we've been having this form for over a year now, so you can't say it's unlucky. You see what Man United say? Right. We've been unlucky. We've been unlucky. We've not been like we've been where we are. So these 50 games have been where they are. And when people say, "Oh yeah, but you know, pundits are very, very harsh on Man United," no, they're not. The reality is the reality. You feel me? We have.
How can we complain about pundits being harsh when we've not won 2 Premier League games in
See what I mean, bro? See what I mean?
Brought 2 players who scored nearly like 40 goals between them last season that are struggling front of goal with Man United, and then Mbeumo and Cunha. These men were like real shooters last season, and we don't have an answer for that. We don't have an answer for them. We don't know how to get them in the game. We're still seeing. Go on.
Listen, Liverpool fans. Let me know when we're up to the Liverpool section. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, we'll towards the end. Yeah. When let me ask you a question there. Just another if here. If United had a proper midfield, do you reckon Amorim's reign would have been different, or do you reckon it would have been the same? Like, because imagine we got a Baleba this season, or we got, I don't know, like in January they prioritized a midfielder, or in the summer they prioritized Baleba. Yeah, would it been the same, or would United have been different as well? Because that's something that I wish we got a midfielder. Yeah, so then the excuses would not be there. You feel me? And it would have been. You get it, Amorim,
there's a Sporting Lisbon fan online. He's got a video called Amorim's worst season at Sporting. I don't know if you've seen it. And he mentioned some things about favourites and Soleimani and the issues that he had with him because he kept on picking Paulinho and stuff like that. Mark my words, and this is not because man's fan FC or whatever you want to call it. Kobe Mainoo alone changes Amorim's fortune this season. Just Kobe alone. Based on what we've seen and what he once done, and like the carrying of the ball, the more being able to put your foot on the ball in the middle of the park and have more possession of it. Just Kobe alone and not having his favourites in Bruno, because Bruno's his Paulinho. And that's the reality. That's Bruno, that's it. The fact that he's refusing to drop Bruno, my man, I think Soleimani went on Twitter or something and called him out and said he has favourites and that's why he's a bad manager, blah, blah, blah. The fact that he's doing this and he's not playing Kobe, because forget all that Baleba, like, it's just a few. Baleba's
bro, it is what it is. You fell off, bro. You got hooked up again against
the pressure. But he had a good game against Chelsea the other day when they beat them. It wasn't too bad against Chelsea.
He's been poor, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We gotta wait.
Saeed, I told you, man, last time, but you took it for a joke.
Wharton, you see what Grealish said about Wharton? I told him about my guy Wharton, man. Grealish said, "Yo, I'm not even the man of the match today. It's Wharton's the man of the match." Wharton was cold.
Grealish is just a hype man. Listen, don't want to listen to Grealish. I'll tell you for free side, and I told you this last time, yeah? When you get those phone calls from Saudi Arabia offering you contracts, your body starts to tingle. When Baleba got that phone call from United...
How much are you buying it for? Because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I want it for half price now, me. I ain't going to lie. I want it for at least...
Yeah, based on... Yeah, but my thing is because you flopped in it. They flopped on making the sell when they should have. So I'm half price. I'd say maximum 70 M's. Maximum.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you 50, bro. Half price.
I'm looking at it around the same price.
You buy one, you get one free. You buy one, you get one free.
You get one free. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
At the same price.
Personally, for me.
No, I think he's Mbumo and Cunha price. I think he's that price.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Like, what we're doing here, listen, your price determines how hot you are in terms of what are you doing. What are you like? Semenyo right now, his price is going up. Apparently, he's got a release clause though, 70 million next summer.
Yeah.
Which, it might tempt a few people, but you get it. Like, you can argue if he didn't have a release clause, his price could go up because he's mashing up work, bro. So if Baleba continues his bad form, brother, you ain't game. Like, you ain't. Nah, I'm not looking to buy you for more than that, unless we go to Wharton. Because I think for me, you get more value out of Wharton. You feel me? Personally, for me, anyway.
You see me? I've seen Wharton struggle in games though. I'll be honest.
United get both, Saeed?
We have to get both. We have to get both.
Why?
Nah,
I'd get both.
I'd be happy with Wharton, and then someone else.
I think they're two different type of players. Mark my words, yeah. The type of player Wharton is, the games that I've seen him go missing in, obviously he's inconsistent, he's young. The fact that I've seen Palace win games comfortably without him. One of the things I don't like is system. I'm not saying he's a system player. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that I've seen them play the same type of football, win games convincingly without him. That type of stuff worries me in terms of how much we're attributing their success to an individual player who then comes in at United and all of a sudden you start saying, Wharton's slow, Wharton can't do this year. All of a sudden, man start looking at it because remember what United are good at? United are good at showing the whole world your defaults. They're not good at
your deficiencies.
Yeah, that's your deficiency. That's what we're good at.
This is Baleba this season, man. Baleba.
Forget this season, side. We know the kid. We saw him. He wins games 1-up. We know what he's capable of. You don't lose that. We know the engine that the kid has. And I think the engine that Baleba has is ideal for any manager and his ability on the ball. I don't think Baleba's lost anything. But again, like what Norridine said, I think you need both of them because they're different type of players. I feel like you go into next season, you lose Casemiro, you lose Bruno Fernandes. That's two senior midfielders again. You might even lose Ugarte. Ugarte, I think, goes out on a deal similar to what we've seen Højlund and Rashford, where someone takes him, if he plays a certain amount of games, they have to buy him for a certain amount of money. So now you're losing 3 midfielders, and we're talking about we're not going to get a Wharton and Baleba. Baleba comes in December, Wharton comes in the summer for me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you. Like, when you look at it from the reign of Amorim, he really doesn't. I don't know if you've seen it, Mandem, yeah? There's a stat here. Big up to my guy, Killis. And by the way, big up Killis. He sent a super chat here saying here, the football is sustainable. We keep bypassing midfield and lose the ball danger. Saeed, I need you to cut Liverpool tonight. So-called world-class players ghosted. Worst case scenario. Big up Killis. I don't know if you've seen this year, but United's goal on the weekend, yeah, we completed, I think it was 19 passes.
19 passes, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know that we didn't play the ball through the midfield once, I think?
No,
I don't know.
We went around. We went
around the midfield, bro.
We don't play midfield. We don't play, We don't play in the midfield.
This is madness when you deep it, bro. Like,
insanity. Insanity. This is you see this? Everything about this tells you why we're losing games.
I know, yeah.
Because you think it's going to work against the big boys. This ain't working against the serious teams.
No. It's a good listen. I'm not going to deny it. It's a good goal. Like, you know what I mean? The goal was good. But problem is, though, it's like something that
there was no intensity. There was no pressing in that whole build-up. I watched it so many times.
You know when people use the word sustainable, yeah, like they maybe use it a bit loosely. This is the word not sustainable because you can't. No, not you. I'm just letting you know, like in general football, like we use the word, is it sustainable? Is it sustainable? This right here is not sustainable, bro. This United won't copy this every game. You see what I mean? United won't make this kind of goal every game when
not
it should be. It should be common that United can make a pass through the middle, bro. But we get bypassing our midfield as well. So the fact that Amorim doesn't see that is a concern. Because one day, yeah, we might get locked up on the wing backs. We might have the issue where we can't get through the full backs. You see what I mean? Like we can't really move to the midfield.
This is insane.
Brentford is insane. Brentford game was a prime example of Mbumo and Cunha not getting on the ball. And United didn't have an option in midfield. So therefore, Bruno and Ugarte were lost out there because they didn't really know what to do. You know what I mean?
How many goals did we score against this Sunderland?
2 goals.
2 goals. What type of goals were they?
So this one here was over the top from Bruno.
Over the top, touching space from Mount. He had all the time in the world, no pressing again. Good finish. Yeah, it wasn't like it was just a ball into the box that he pulled out the air. It wasn't even a great ball to him. That's why you had to pull it out the air. He killed it.
First touch.
Yeah, it was the first touch. He pulled it. It was his touch that killed the ball. But the ball went to his foot, like he pulled it out of the air with one touch, and then he killed it with the other one, and he scored. Good goal. The second one, where we're scrambling in there, trying to get a shot off. Yeah, Rory Delap. Big throw. Yeah, so where's the sustainability in those goals? I didn't see no goals that I know we can score again next week or the week after that. There was no play in what I saw in our goals that tells me we're able to get them goals in again. So, like, I didn't see nothing. So, again, I just feel like I'm hoping we can scam a win, but the more we talk, guys, we're finished, man. We're finished.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No,
and obviously, when you say that, like the second goal obviously was kind of a throw-in, innit? I don't know if you know, by the way, everyone's doing throw-ins now, man. What the hell's going on? We're going back to Rory Delap football now. Throw-ins are like weapons.
Only Pulis effect, Saeed.
Yeah, man, like man like Arteta Pulis. You know what I'm saying? Like he's brought it back.
Yeah,
now.
he brought that back, innit? He brought that back. Now every team's doing it.
Yeah.
Have you even seen what teams are doing now? Picking the ball like rugby out of touch and then pressing teams in.
Like PSG basically. Newcastle are doing it as well, where they're just giving the ball to the opposition and then pressing you
in the corner and the throw-in and then hanging them in.
I've seen that as well. Yeah.
Someone said it was the stats about we had the most long balls or something this last game.
Yeah, 30 times, 37%.
Yeah.
Did you see his left foot, right foot, though? Did you see his left foot, right foot? Left foot, right foot from there.
That's what I was saying. Like, when Ruben Amorim said, yo, in a year's time, we can suffer a little bit and be better in a year's time, he's kind of lied to everyone, really, because in a year's time, we are no nearer to having an identity that represents Ruben Amorim than we were a year last year. You see what I'm trying to say? So, in that example, what is Ineos trying to keep? You feel me? What Ineos trying to look at? You know what I'm saying? This is what I can't really judge, you know what I mean, in terms of the players. And obviously the 5 at the back system, well, we call it 5 at the back, but the centre backs as well, changing Nuruddin as well. That's been a constant issue with it as well. Like when you look at Nuruddin, when we talk about the 50 games, the system, have you enjoyed, do you feel like you know the Ruben Amorim system? Or do you feel like
one game?
One game.
2 games. 2 games.
2 games where we cooked in the system.
Yeah. Liverpool away and Man City away.
Yeah, I think the City game was a bit of a mid-off, I can't lie. But I'll give you Liverpool.
We were the better team.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
We wanted it. We were the team that making chances. Man City were crap. We were the team that was making chances. They were scared.
This one here was the best one.
Yeah. That was by far his best football game. Yeah. An absolute mile.
But has he used the system to deflect against the results? Like have we been talking about system too much and not the fact that the result? You know, this is a very good conversation because you look at Ineos here. Ineos' remit right now is that the system isn't a problem. So they're following the same hymn sheet from the manager. XG is better. United this season, right, are conceding less shots in goal, Nuruddin. So Manchester United this season are conceding less shots on goal. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, the manager then is saying, "Well,
it's very difficult to use that data."
This is what I'm trying to say. But this is what I'm trying to say to you, bro. So when you look at it from there, Ruben Amorim maybe is presenting arguments to Ineos saying, "Yo, man, when you look at from the previous manager, I'm conceding less shots on goal. We're also creating more XG." You know what I mean? We also have the most shots taken, 107. So these stats here can be construed or can be presented to the owners in the way that, these men are
100%.
You know what I mean? Like
that's what he was doing 2 weeks ago. That's what he did when we lost. When we got battered against Brentford, that's what he was doing. The loss before that, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you gave me stats without any context, did you see any of the shots, the 100 and something shots that all United players are taking? How many do you think the keepers made fantastic saves? Were like amazing saves?
Yeah.
How many? I can counter it with my hand. 5 across all of that. Maybe. Again, on the weekend, Sunderland keeper made a fantastic save, tipped it onto the bar.
Yeah, Roos, he's good keeper.
Bruno Fernandes, from Bruno Fernandes. So I remember the Arsenal game, he only made one world-class save from Cunha.
Yeah.
The Fulham game, he made 2 good saves. One
this
from
is what I'm
Cunha.
saying.
Yeah. So
this is very fair. You were conceding less shots, but we're losing more games.
Yeah, but this is
but under Ten Hag, we were maybe losing less games, but the quality. And also, I think the shots
20 shots per game. We were facing 20.
Yeah, some of them were a bit dead shots. I can't lie, but this is what I'm trying to say. Like all these stats here do not tell me we're winning back-to-back games. They don't tell me we're building a philosophy, and that's the problem. I feel like under Ruben Amorim, stats and copium has been exaggerated to the highest degree, bro. I've never had a conversation with United fans about stats more than we've had under Ruben Amorim. Under Ten Hag, I feel like it was something else. I don't know what we were arguing about. This year,
qualification of
you know what? No, real talk though. With United fans here, we've actually gone. I don't know what's wrong with us, man. We've changed as a fan base where your average football fan it's not talking about we lost a game, we won a game, we didn't look well, we didn't play well. And I'm talking about eye test. But we are thinking, well, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? We lost the game, but do you not feel like we had more XG, guys? You know what I mean? Do you not feel like no, hold on a minute. Do you not feel like we're getting better? You know, I think the numbers are telling us we're getting better.
The worst one is it's the players. It's the players. That's the worst one.
Bro. That in 2025.
You would think that we have not bought a new set of 11 since Alex Ferguson left. You would think it's the same set that's come all the way through. Every year we've got about 4 to 5 new players, and then 2 years down the line we've replaced the first 11. There's about two or three from the old regime. It's the play. I think Cunha. What's Cunha got to do with this? What's Mbumo got to do with this? What's Sesko got to do? What's Euro? You know, Dorgu, Lemens. Like there's so many. Mazraoui, Delit. They're all new. What they got to do with all this madness?
Yeah. And this here, big up to my guy. He says, you know, when you show the graph, our centre backs see that there's many opposition pack in the middle. They go wide with the ball every time. The 2-man midfield is dead, mate. Yeah, I agree. Good analysis there. Because I feel like, you know, this is why they vacate the midfield, because it's like they don't want to do that to them, man. You get me? But honestly, man, it's getting ridiculous. I genuinely think Northern, man, we need to stop this as fan base. Like, we need to just look at things the way it is, not try and look towards stats and all of this. Yeah, like just call it shit and call it good. I don't mind saying, you know what? I don't mind saying today we didn't play that badly. You know, we was all right today. We played good. But I don't need for you to justify a loss and talk about XG, but I don't need you to do that. Same way, when we won today, okay, cool. I might look towards red cards and promoted teams and whatnot and say, yo, I still don't think we're there, man. I need to see more. But then against Sunderland, I can praise that and say, yo, we beat Sunderland fair and square. I don't even need to look at stats, Nordin. You don't need to look at stats. We were a better team against Sunderland. Facts. Yeah. You see my point, Nordin? Whereas when we lose, you know, when we just, you know, it's bad, we're resulting to this, bro. It's just, it's not good, man.
At the end of the day, it's crazy, but we need to call people out like the Muppeteers, Statman Dave, all these other Muppets.
Statman Dave's worst. He's the worst, Statman Dave.
all of them, they need to be called out. To me, I name names. I don't give 2 Fs. I name names. These people, and the guys at the Athletic as well, coming out, try to protect and go, yeah, but we've seen this. Listen, I said it a long time ago. Stats came from American football. The statification of English football comes from American football. America, in the US, not America, but in the US, baseball, basketball, American football, you could use stats because stats can tell you things. But that's 3 different sports where it is totally different to football. It's so different to football, and it is very difficult to quantify what was happening because football is so complex. So many things are happening in so many different areas. And the statisticians in the US have got way better at looking deep into the numbers into those, for example, baseball is all day. You're watching it, you go there for the day, basically. That I don't even know. I think is it 40 minutes, the average game of a basketball? How long is basketball?
I think it's just our media, though, Noradine. I think our media. When I look at stats,
but let me just finish and make the point, Musa. So to bring stats to me, when we've all played football, we know when the team's playing. We've all played football. We know what it feels when the ball is sipping. When you play for the team and the ball bang bang, and we're bobbing teams off the path. We know that. The worst stat is Bruno has had an awful start to the Premier League season. I don't know if anybody's out here. But if you read everything, Bruno's number one.
He's the most chance creator. He's the most chance creator, apparently.
In what? But how? But look down into the chances. Has he created one chance? That is set one strike up through.
How many assists has he got this season, Bruno? How many assists has he got this season?
I
don't even know. My thing is this: stats. Look, the number one stat is how many goals have you scored, how many goals you conceded. I just feel like if you're losing, stats don't make a difference. Yeah. I feel like if you're losing...
Musa, let me just finish it. How many times have you attacked the other team? How much pressure have you kept in it? How much pressure? How much have you hemmed the other team? How much have you left your centre-halves to defend one-on-one? What period in the game did you do that? How much did you throw the baby, the bathwater, and the kitchen sink at a team? That's the stats that matter, because those things you could see in the eye. How many saves, fantastic saves, as the opposition goalkeeper made? How many fantastic saves did he make? How many times did he test? How many times did he hit the post? How many times did he hit the bar? How many goals he scored? How many different goal scorers there was? How many different patterns of or the same pattern in different games have you scored similar goals? Like Man City, tappings in the far post, tapping Sterling, De Bruyne in the far post. We all know those patterns of play. Ball going out wide, whipped into that 6 spot between the goalkeeper and between the attackers. We know the set plays, set goals. We know that when Bobby Firmino holds up the ball, Mane makes that inside run, bam, crosses it, plays it across, Salah's free tapping. We know the set ways that teams used to attack.
Stapes is taking a mick. Stapes. He's my neighbour Arsenal fan. He's on to us.
Yeah,
I want you to win the league, man. Brother, I want you to Steps.
Yeah.
The league. Just don't bottle it.
Bro, man.
Don't bottle it. That's to say, I'll be there. If they bottle it, I'll be there. Like we say, Saeed.
Every morning when you see him, just say to him, good morning, please don't bottle it.
Don't bottle it. That's it. Don't bottle it. You've been warned. Don't bottle it.
Also, you're gonna say something there before, so I'm gonna say something after.
I was gonna say the stats. I was just saying that look, stats are what they are. I feel like people that are not winning make the most out of them. When teams are winning, they don't give a damn, because like we said, the most important stat is that who scored and who didn't score, who won the game and who didn't win the game. Everything else is irrelevant. I think stats are good to tell you maybe what you're doing wrong in a game and what you can do better. I think that's one of the things I'd say. See it now. The fact that we're losing everything. Why we put it? United should be the last team in the world that brings out any stat. We can see the number one stat. We haven't won 2 games back to back, and we lose all the time. What else are you looking for? I don't want to know why this one's running that way and how many times he ran that way. And bro, we're losing.
We should be ashamed. We should be ashamed, sir.
Do you feel like if we beat Liverpool, that's the biggest psychological boost for Ruben Amorim and this Man United team, and they finally, I don't know, just somehow unlock and that's the one that, you know what I mean? Is it the Anfield game where
why it won't be Saeed?
Go on.
Because he's still got favourites. He's still going to pick the wrong midfield. The problem with Ruben Amorim's team right now is that he still thinks Mount is a better 10 than Bruno Fernandes. The fact that he thinks Mason Mount is a better 10 than Bruno Fernandes, and that's arguable. Maybe some of us also think that.
I told him day one. I said Mason Mount, United fans have got to accept, Mason Mount is in this Man United team. Whether you like it or not.
So the fact that Mason Mount, the fact that he's number 7, Mason Mount, is his preferred number 10, and he's bought Cunha, and for that purpose,
let's be honest though. Let's call a spade, yeah? Cunha's been poor. Cunha has not played well since... I know he's been injured, yeah, but Cunha hasn't played well. He played well against Arsenal, played against Fulham. He didn't play well against Grimsby. Then he got injured against Burnley. And let's be honest, bro, Cunha has not played well,
Cunha scores goals. That's what Cunha does. So when he's not scoring, he feels he's agitated. He needs to make something happen. And you start to see a lot of similarities in terms of how many shots he takes with Bruno, and he starts trying to take on shots. But I get it. He's at a new team. He's trying to prove himself. He's trying to score goals. But the biggest problem is this. The fact that he has no plan. Like, Amorim has had so many opportunities and chances to play Bruno Fernandes in the 10 position. He's not interested. The fact that we know Bruno is not going to play in the 10 this season is why no matter who
do you take out? Bruno?
No, but that's what. No, but listen. The problem is this side. This is why we're not going to win anything. Bruno is our 6. He's our 8, and he can't play that in this system. So we can't win anything. No matter what happens, if somehow you manage to beat a Liverpool that's got no flipping confidence and you beat them 2-1, 1-0, it doesn't matter because Bruno, as long as you keep Bruno in the middle of the park, Saeed, we're finished. He has to take him out of that position. Ugarte, Mainu, Casemiro, whatever. You choose what midfield you want, but Bruno cannot be in it.
No, but the thing is, I said it already. United have got a big decision to make. This is United's conundrum, yeah? Whether you might think it's a good conundrum or it's not. Mount has to play because he understands the system, and he therefore, if Bruno decides, hold on a minute, if Bruno decides to wander off, okay, this is Bruno, he wants to wander off, Mount covers and says, yo, I'll stay back and I'll defend, right? That's one thing. Bruno and Cunha, they want to occupy the same position. And also, they both shoot players first. Look when Cunha was outside the box. He could have laid it off to Bruno. Maybe would have been back in the game. But he didn't. He shot first. Cunha was outside the box. Again, shot first. Cunha, yeah, I'm not saying he's like a Bruno, but he's got Bruno tendencies in terms of he wants to be the main man. He wants to be the maverick. He wants to take the initiative. Bruno's the same. Probably the good thing about Cunha, though, is Cunha can ball carry. Cunha's got better technique. Cunha is a better player in that system, in that position. Whereas Bruno, I don't think is. I don't think if you've been playing forward, Bruno can't play that position better than Cunha. So the manager now has got opportunity to say, what do I do? Well, hold on a minute. I've got Mason Mount, who's a bit in between. You can slide little, do something, and get into little pockets, but it also can defend. So that's the problem, guys, and that's where I look at it.
It's the football club. Saeed, it's the football club. You just explained it. So when we brought Mason Mount, we were all like, well, Mason Mount plays as a number 10. So he's never getting in the team, so why did we buy him? Then we went and go and bought Cunha. Then we went and bought Sersky. So, and the coach rates Mason Mount above everybody else. I will tell you one thing. Obviously, you were watching the game on TV, both of you, on Saturday. Being in the stadium when he came on, all Cunha wanted to do is score.
Score, I know, I seen it. Yeah, of course.
He's feeling the pressure. All he wanted to do is pick up the ball. Other than combine with players, he just wants to get his head down, run, and shoot. And he's so tense. He's not doing it because he's not relaxed.
This is crazy. Yeah. We have 6 10s, Mainu can play there. Cunha and Bruno, Xerxes can play there. Ahmad can play there.
And Bruno. Too many.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. I want to talk on, by the way, just Lisandro Martinez quickly. By the way, hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we're on right now. 367, which is absolutely diabolical. 1.2K in the building.
I swear to God, I'm not lying. I think it's because of me, I'm not lying to you. I think it's YouTube.
No, bro, never.
I'm telling you, I can't blame them anymore. I think it's YouTube.
No. Trust me.
I'm telling you, I think it's YouTube.
No, guys, hit the like button, please.
Another conspiracy.
Yeah, another conspiracy. Listen, Lisandro Martinez, man, apparently is expected to return back. Are you like, where? I never asked you a question, Where do you sit with Lisandro? Do you like Lisandro? Or do you...
When he's fit and playing, he's one of my favourite players in Manchester United side in the last decade.
Man. We finally can agree on something, Noreen. We finally can agree on something. I thought you said the opposite. That you say
no, he's one of my favorite. When he plays, he's one of my favorite players. I've said it. He should be the captain of Manchester United. I've said it loads of times.
Okay.
I have said it loads of times. When he plays, he's my favorite player in the last 10, 13 years. He's one of my favorite signings in the last 10, 13 years.
Yep.
I think he would have done amazing in that. Back in the day, United, he would have fitted in perfect. But, Saeed, it's a big but.
But
there is a pattern here. There is a pattern here.
Go on.
And too many injuries. And the best availability.
You know what? Let's look at his injury record, man, because it is
his injury record. But then, when the club injury department, if it's injury and rehab department,
it's still there. By the way, your guy's still there, man. Your guy, the doctor's still there. This is his injury record, right? So this is it. Like before, by the way, before he was at Ajax, he had one muscular injury that kept him out for 10 days. Just one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before that, one injury, one unknown, little knock. So he's never, ever injury prone. Since he's been at Man Utd, this is crazy, man. Like, he's missed 14 games here, 26.
That was a metatarsal.
10, 6, 1, and then 4. 23, 24 season, he was actually only injured. Actually, to be fair, he was injured there as well. So he's missed, 34 games last season, 42 the season before. That is shocking, by the way. Wow. And this other season before that, he remember Sevilla, he was out for a while. That's a lot of games for him. Yeah. That is very, very bad, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, that's very bad, bro.
And then we don't have a proper injury and rehab department. And Jim Glazer sacked many of them and said, all I do is stretch before I do the marathon. Why are there so many people here?
Listen, man. Jim's a funny guy, man.
You know that he literally said that, Saeed. What's all these people? What are they doing?
Listen, I think for me, in this system, I think it,
he's one of the most crucial players. He is the crucial player who can step in and actually play the balls.
Play the ball, wallahi, he can play the ball in between the lines.
Not going around corners. Punch it into.
Yes.
In the way I imagined is that he can punch balls into Cunha and in Birmingham because their first touch was quite good in the last third.
Yes, I can't lie, man. I think in terms of playing out from the back, one of the best we've got in terms of progressive passes. I think we missed that, Nuruddin. You know what I mean? And also, Nuruddin, he'd be the one that'd be playing the ball into the midfielders as well. But I don't know if Amorim would like that though. If if the ball was played into midfield, into a Bruno.
Over the top, maybe.
Over the top. And that's not good enough, man. But then there also is this argument that, defensively, Nuruddin, is he up to speed? Is he too kind of almost like eager? Does it help him? Is he too kind of like, does he get involved and then he gets ripped up 1v1? Wide channels as well. He just get caught out on the wide channels over the top.
Yeah. He's not blessed with the biggest pace. He's not blessed with the biggest pace.
Yeah.
But you know me. I like my centre backs aggressive side. I don't like any passive shit.
You need to give De Ligt more credit, man. He's playing well, man. He's probably been our best player.
He has.
He's probably our player this season.
He's been the best defender this season by an absolute mile. By an absolute mile. He's been the best defender for Manchester United this season. He actually won every header. It was unbelievable. He won every header. And actually, De Ligt is also suffers from the same thing as Martinez. He can get in wide spaces. He can get torn apart. But as a box defender, he's the best box defender we have. He's the most aggressive box defender
I agree, man. I agree. 100% I agree.
Hold like Van Dijk, Van Dijk giving it that.
Or defending me. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, do you look about that game, though, already? Like, real talk, though, Liverpool game, right? Like, is there a chance there for United to cause an upset?
Saeed,
are we doing the thing that we did against Man City, where they had 2 weeks off here, and then it was a bad thing for us, bro? Remember, we played under Pep Guardiola. We played him after the international break, got beat 3-0. Are we playing Liverpool at the wrong time?
100%, 100,000,000%, and that's why I wouldn't prefer it. I wish it was this weekend. We were playing Liverpool.
Yeah,
I really think
I'm glad you think
because
that
all those players would have go around to their internationals and they're all figured out, right? I have to come back and we have to step it up. It's at Anfield. The crowd are going to be up. They're absolutely spitting kittens at the moment because some of the Liverpool fans have lost their heads so much that they're slot out.
Yeah, bro. Listen, man.
They want slot out.
Yeah, but what people don't understand is that a lot of Liverpool fans weren't having him last year. They wasn't like, example, like when he was announced as the manager, they wasn't like over enthusiastic, like, wow, we're getting slot. They were like, who's this guy? Dutch manager, he hasn't really won nothing over there like that. But he kept them quiet because they won. The fact that they won, it made a lot of the fan base have to get onto the bandwagon, the train, you know what I mean? The slot train. But in reality, when you've got a manager like Klopp and he leaves, you always have that affiliation with him and that die hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're all Klopp's kind of fans. So I just feel like the fan base never really, because when he came in, nobody was thinking like, right, Ernie Slot, Liverpool. He surprised everyone. This is why everyone's saying.
I actually thought this was the season he was going to have last season.
Oh yeah, but this is his real self now. Now the Jurgen Klopp, like they said, muscle memory from Jurgen Klopp's disappeared, and everyone knows how he wants them to play.
I genuinely don't think people realize how much the two fullbacks were.
Trent.
No, and the Scottish guy, both of them. Liverpool's play.
Andy Robinson, but what's going on for this? What happened to that left back though? The one that Saeed always wanted from Kirkers. What happened? That was your guy, Saeed.
No, but it's difficult,
to be fair, now it's a bit meaty.
Their midfield is not even functioning anymore. Their midfield, McAllister's off form.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Midfield
is there to be got out, man, but then we don't really have a midfield that can combat that. That's a problem.
Bro, I keep saying to guys every week, every time we talk about how bad another team is, remember who we are. We're just that worse. We're just that worse. There is not a team in the Prem other than those that's just been promoted that I go to and I think, yeah, United can get something out of it. Because whether our players are better than theirs or not, that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is that we're going against a Premier League outfit that is very comfortable in the way their manager wants them to play. If it's Everton, they're very comfortable with what Moyes wants them to do. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the issue that we have. It doesn't matter what club it is, they are comfortable delivering a type of football. And guess what? All these Nottingham Forest and flipping teams that's got new managers and West Ham, by the time we get around to play them, they'll be comfortable in what their managers want them to do. And we're going to be struggling. And that's the problem that we face. It'll be great if we had the Nottingham Forest right now and the West Ham, because obviously they got new managers and we might be able to nick wins. By the time they come around to us, man, then just know that they're going to be comfortable. And I think we're just going to find ourselves in problems. And the reality is this: Liverpool are a wounded animal. And guess who's coming around for dinner? Yeah? Man United. So it's just perfect for them. But again, then it's also perfect for us to be like, you lot gave Amorim his first two back-to-back wins. The banter's all set up for us to have against them. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
That would be amazing. Honestly, oh my God!
I'm telling you.
This is why my thing is
Super Sundays. It's Super Sundays, 28.
Yeah. I've been there, but I look at it and think, you know what, man? Like, I think right now the manager's got. I reckon for me, if he wins, if he loses this game, I still don't think his job is not safe. I think if he wins a game,
one game,
he's got until December. If he wins it though, I think he's got until December. But if we lose that, I don't think it's anything, man. But
he's in the same situation,
living in uncertainty, man. My thing is that it's the best time to beat Liverpool. But then, like you said, Musa, we remember who we are. But then I'm like, do it now. This is the best moment, for Amorim to shut everyone up, and just say, yo.
But the international break is one of the worst times.
Let me give an example. Let me ask you the question. You saw the Liverpool and Chelsea game, right?
Yeah.
The level of performance that Liverpool put up against Chelsea.
Lavia Casado, mate.
Yes.
I told man about Lavia. Man's sleeping on me, and I told man about Lavia. If
he
you
was
get Lavia, and I
we
told
already
man.
knew about Lavia. It's just
Yeah, but I told
okay.
man the injury. Yeah, injuries, no injuries. I told man if we can get Lavia in, it's a game. But my thing is this: the performance that Liverpool put up against Chelsea is good enough to beat Man United, even though they lost, guys.
Yeah.
I saw enough from Liverpool and their attack and in them trying to get goals that if they do that against us, they beat us. What are we playing games?
In another day, Salah scores 2 goals. He's usually puts one of them away or 2 of them away. The chances that he had.
If they play how they played against Chelsea, against us, they beat us. Let's just be real, because we're not that good. So that's the reality. It's not like, right, they went up against Chelsea and we saw Liverpool that if they play like that against United, they'll lose as well. We're not Chelsea. Like, the reality is, if they play like that against us, yeah, it's good night Vienna, as Noradine says, man.
This is the thing, though. I think for me, it's one of them where, yeah, man, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think I want to say go for it, but then I'm like, just take the draw. Take the draw and go.
Okay, quick one, Saeed. Tell me Amorim's lineup against Liverpool, based on what we've seen.
Amorim's lineup will be, I think Mazarawi will be back, so I think Mazarawi will play right wing back. I think he'll drop Ahmad, so he'll play Delit. Maguire will play, definitely, because of the physicality and whatnot. Luke Shaw. Left wing back, it will be...
We've already lost. That's enough for me.
I think it will be
Dalot.
He will play Dalot left wing back. It will be
Dalot had an amazing game last season at Anfield.
Yeah, he did. It'll be Bruno and Casemiro midfield.
Yeah.
It will be
Bruno's best ever performance.
It'll be Mount on the left. It'll be Mount on the left, Bumo, and then Sesko up front.
Yeah, we've lost. That's what I'm saying. That's the lineup. That's why we've lost. What is going on with Zerski?
You know what mad it is, Musa? Liverpool could batter us and rejuvenate their whole season.
I know, man. This is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Like, Man City did it. Man City have not lost.
I just said. This is why I said, Burden, we're doing the same thing. That's why I'm like, don't let them. If we're the reason their title race F's up here, that's what we need to do. And then
City haven't looked back since they beat United.
No, that was their game. Yeah, you know what? They haven't lost a game since.
Oh my Lord, we're finished.
They haven't lost. Forget draws, Lord Musa. They haven't lost a game. They've won every game.
Yeah, this is what's going to get them back on. This is the game that's going to, because where's Zerski, everyone? Where is Zerski? Where is he?
Nah, he's not about, man. He's not about, bro.
He's done out here, man. He's done out here. I told everybody that people were accusing me of being conspiracy.
Mason Mount before Zerski.
The coach does not.
You know what though? I do. The thing is though, I low key get it because it's like one of them where the manager's is in survival mode, man. So it makes sense to play Mason Mount.
Look, I'm happy with Sesko, but Zerski would have done more already. Sesko didn't need to start games. He just needed to come on last 20. He needed to be the player that came on the last 20. Get a feel for the side. Where is Zerski, the one that was holding us up? Like every time I had to go back to see this guy just nutmegs people for, you know what it is, and I've come to understand it based on that graph that you showed earlier. Players like Kobe Mainu and Zerski make us play through the middle too much. He doesn't want to play through the middle. He does want to play through the middle, and that's the reason he's not playing Kobe, because Kobe will actually make us play through the middle. He doesn't know how to do anything other than carry that ball through the middle and make us play through the middle. The manager doesn't want that. And that's why he's not picking these players. He can make up all the excuses he wants. They don't fit the system. Yeah, we know it, because you want to play down the side. You don't want to go through the middle. And these players, and this is why Cunha is suffering. Cunha plays down the middle. He's a middle player. He needs midfielders. We're in trouble, like.
Yeah. You know what it is for me? I'm not going to... The thing is, I'm one of them. I'm just trying to avoid a loss. I can't lie, man. Just avoid a loss, man. Because I'd rather just not...
By any means,
just avoid a loss, but if I can get a draw out of that game, bro, I'll take it, bro. This is not the type of game where you're going to blame the manager for it. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. This is one of them kind of games where I just want to get it over and done with, man. So if we lose, it's a low scoreline. But if we do get something, it's a draw. I don't know if I've got enough motivation within me to be like, yo, United are going to go there and win. I can't confidently say that. So you know what? Give me a draw, keep it moving. Because that's not the game where Amorim will be sacked
When was
from.
the last time they got beaten at home anyway?
Right.
They've not been beaten at home for a long time.
2016 was the last time United beat them at home.
No, but what's the last time they got beat? Liverpool team last season. Did they get beat
at home? Crystal Palace last season, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Or season before that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have been Crystal
We're
Palace.
finished, man. We're finished, man. There's no hope, man. Every time we finish having these conversations, I realize we're finished. Where there's no hope.
Yeah.
Because we're asking.
You were telling me we can finish 5th, Musa.
I think we've if we set the manager right now,
we can't sign, man.
Yeah, Forrest over a year ago. By the way, big up to Just Joe, who's just raided his channel, man. Leeds fan, Just Joe. You know what I mean?
Big up to Just Joe, man.
Yeah, big up to Joe, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a difficult loss.
And they actually they played well. Leeds played well.
Yeah, they played well, Leeds. Yeah.
They have been playing well.
You know what I mean? Like I said to you, man, the Premier League table, just before we kind of wrap things up. Guys, make sure you look like the video, people, as well. But this is a table as we go in through the international break. We are right now in 10th. Like I said to you, man, 6 points behind Arsenal, but also as well, when you look at it, look at that 4. You know what I mean? So we're not far away with 6 points behind the top, but also 6 points behind the bottom. So we lose Liverpool, then you lose Brighton, you're in trouble. You win Brighton, you win Liverpool, all of a sudden, you're on 16 points. Where does that take you then? You feel me? It's mad to think, man. Right? It's mad to think you beat Liverpool, you beat Brighton at home. You're already around here, bro. It's mad.
Yeah, cool.
This next 2 games are key for the manager, bro. You win them, you lose them. I mean, it's mad. So let's see, man.
It's going to be very, very interesting, people.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Manchester United, for me, there isn't anything from the data this season, data from last season, and I'm looking at it like in both seasons, 30-odd games of Ruben Amorim's time. In the Premier League, nothing suggests there is anything that's sustainable.
Yeah, I agree. I
really believe he's done 50 games. Yes, he won. And I say on a human level, I feel for him. I don't think it's his fault. But Ineos have done a madness on him. And he's doing a madness on us. But I will say about the midfield, Saeed, if he stays and they don't do it in January, they don't spend big in the midfield in January, then they're setting him up to fail because
they definitely get a player
after the Leeds. He did say after the Leeds game, he did say that he wanted more legs in midfield. And
Mbumo, plus Mbumo, Ahmad, and Mazraoui are leaving.
African Cup.
African Cup of Nations. So, So, end of the day, bro, they need to
but then,
leave.
And people think there's not going to be any injuries as well.
Mbumo,
even when
Ahmad,
you're playing one game a
Mazraoui.
week. Yeah, even when you're playing one game a week, it don't matter. Even when you're playing one game a week, it don't matter, Saeed.
Yeah.
Because injuries are going to come as well, and they're going to come hard and fast.
Yeah.
And over that Christmas period, it's the busiest period.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree.
For the first time ever, when Saeed says, if we got another coach that maybe played 4-4-3, played compact football, maybe played to the strength of the players that we have, maybe took certain players out of the team and put certain players in there, we might be able to do it because the Premier League is not your 100%. Typical. Yeah, maybe, 100%. But that is a big maybe, Saeed.
Yeah.
He has to be like a coach that can get the best out of players.
Yeah.
Yo, big up, Joe. Listen, if you give us a follow, I'll follow you back. I'm happy to do a video with you for the Leeds United, talk about the history of Yorkshire, Lancashire. Happy to do that, fella. Happy to have that conversation.
You know what he said?
I've been to Leeds in an away game. Trust me, I know that. I know the atmosphere.
He said as well, keep Amorim in until January the 3rd as well.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what everybody's saying to me. Everybody's telling me, whoever supports, telling me, yo, keep Amorim till we play ya.
Yeah. Now make sure you follow up Joe's channel, man. Top guy, man. One of the
Big up
few
Joe.
Leeds fans that, you know what I mean, are very sensible. So big up to Joe each every time, man. But listen, people, we're going to wrap up here. Guys, we're on 457 likes. We're not even hit 500 likes yet. Guys, if you are watching right now, please hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribing to both channels. Nuruddin's channel there, United Real Therapy. Musa as well. Musa Reacts. Nuruddin, did you put your video out? Is it out already?
No, not out. It's premiered in 2 minutes. To go out in 2 minutes. Premiered.
Oh, you've got one out already, Nuruddin. It's out there.
Is it?
Yeah. About an hour ago. You put a video. Gary Neville hits back at Amorim.
Yeah.
There you go, people. So
just tell people to go out. War of words. Gary Neville. Amorim.
Oh, it's not there anymore. Where's it gone?
Yeah, I premiered it for 2 minutes so people can go to it. I just forgot to press the save.
Okay, press save now. Press save now so I can redirect to it. It's not on my list right now.
It'll be in 2 minutes. I pressed save already. Yeah. Is it there?
Yeah, big up Musa as well. Big up to you, man. Love for coming on.
Yeah, we're here, man. We're working. We're trying to make it work. But Amorim's not making it easy to report on United, mate. But I've got some videos coming out. I want to do some other stuff as well.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Hold it there, Saeed. Hold it there. It's on the wrong date. 1 second. I'm premiering for the... 1 second. Today's the 6th, isn't it? What am I doing?
Yeah, today's the 6th. Yeah, you have to go. Yeah. It does it a day later on YouTube. I read the super chat before, bro. Big up to you, man.
So I can check it out now. It's there, yeah?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
No, it's not here yet. 1 second. No, it's not here yet.
What?
No, not on here.
That's crazy, man. I hate this flipping YouTube thing, man. Just my effing head in.
Yeah, let me sort it out now. I'll do it while we're in the back anyway. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will see you lot soon. Take care. Peace.